Hello, and welcome to my room. It's nighttime. It's so intimate, and it's been a minute since we've seen each other. Hi, I want to give you a small update on what's happening with Hillsong Church. I don't know if you guys recall my Chris Pratt video in the second section where I start talking about religion. I talk deeply about Hillsong and the scandals of that mega church, some of which involve its founder, Brian Houston. So, let's get into it. Yeah. Just a quick trigger warning, I will be talking a little bit about CSA and SA, so if that's too much, this video might not be for you. Sorry. Eek. That's your warning. Alright, so if you remember last time I talked about Brian Houston, in my video I said that he was going to court around November, I believe, and court dates kept on getting pushed back and back and back. Not a surprise, honestly. He has a lot of money and a lot of power. Last I checked, he was going to be in court in August of 2021. He was accused of knowing about his father's CSA towards minors and that he had also failed to report it. Brian, of course, denied these allegations, and of course when his court date came up, it got pushed back. But now there are two more allegations towards Brian Houston that I feel like need to be talked about a little. His allegations and the police reports from him allegedly covering up his father's CSA had him step down from being Hillsong's global pastor, but he still had all the rest of his titles, and that also means that he at that time was still raking in dough. Now there are two new allegations. Not really new, they're already old, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about. The first alleged issue of misconduct happened about 10 years ago, a decade ago. It involved Brian Houston texting and sending inappropriate text messages to a staff member, I'm guessing of Hillsong Church, which led to the staff member resigning. Brian Houston, he had reportedly sought help with his dependency on sleep medication. The second issue of misconduct is a lot more recent. It's from 2019. It's when Houston had allegedly stumbled into a woman's hotel room. At this time, he had reportedly had an issue with anti-anxiety medication and alcohol. According to the statement from Hillsong, there were aspects of this allegation that weren't sustained, but they found enough of it to be sustained to the point where they asked him to leave. And so now Brian Houston is outside of Hillsong Church, screaming and crying outside the club. I think that it's so interesting that Hillsong, from its very core, from its very foundation, is rotted and gross and filled with greed and obviously misconduct. And I think that it's a little bit too big to fail. There's too much money, there's too much celebrity, there's too much political power put inside of Hillsong Church. But I definitely hope that it falters a little bit. Also, if you guys are interested in more little short videos like this, just little blurbs, just little things where I just give you a small little update, or if I just talk about a thing for a little bit of time, please let me know down in the comments. I do want to make more smaller videos because I think that would be really cool. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who has been so exceptionally patient with me. February is such a hard month for me and my family. There's a lot of like death anniversaries and murder anniversaries, and it makes it really hard. And March is always just like me trying to play catch up with everything, and now it's like towards the end of March and I'm really trying hard to get myself back on track. Anyways, I didn't forget about the February print. I don't have it right beside me, but this is the March print. It's based off of the Mitski song, and I should be sending those out this week. I'm finishing up my spirituality part 2 video. I'm balls deep into my Euphoria video, and I have attempted to start my Killing Eve script. So I'm really excited for the things that I have set up for the future, the near future actually. And thank you guys so much for like hanging out and sticking around. Okay, I think that's all I got. All right, bye-bye.